Hey guys, and welcome to yet another arena tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you how to play the Malians. This is an infantry civilization. Buildings cost 50% less wood, barracks units plus 1 pierce armor per age, starting feudal age, gold mining for free, unique units a job beta, unique techs are Tugui, town centers fire arrows when on garrisoned, and Farimba plus 5 cavalry attack. The bonus is universities work 80% faster. So as you can see, this is a very versatile civ. Like, it has arbalists and cannoneers, heavy cav archer, champions. Well, it's missing halbs and hussars, but it has sick cavaliers that you can get with Farimba, sick heavy camels, siege onagers, cannons, and obviously the Gebettos, the units that I love a lot. So let's see what I did with that civ. So I'm gonna play a Malius and he's gonna play as the Bulgarians. And yeah, so the plan usually for Malians, unless you want to be aggressive, we didn't check the monks. Let's quickly check the monks for Malians. Yeah, so for Castle Age, they have perfect monks, and imps are only missing illumination, so their monks are very good. So if you don't want to monk rush with them, and you don't want to go for Gebettos, which sometimes people go for, I would suggest going for scouts, taking the relics, and going to imp, because in imp you just have so many options. If you're versus archer civs, you go for the champions with the extra pierce armor. And well, they're actually called champ skulls with Malians. If you're versus paladin civ, you go camels, and if you versus infantry civ, you go Gebettos. There's so many options. So the build order for scouts is standard, just as we saw in previous tutorials. 6 on food, 4 on wood. Let's skip this through. This is basics. 4 on wood, boar, 4 on berries, boar. We go on food till we have 20 population. Let's get there. Nothing unusual here with the Malians build order. We get the final war. So once we get to 20 builders, we make another lumber camp. We get to get the deers. And then 2 on gold. And 2 more on wood. And 1 to make the barracks. And then we send it to the berries. That's at least my build order. So as Bulgarians expected to go scout as well, that didn't happen in Zen, and that's very good when that does not happen, because it means you can focus on booming once you pick up the relics. As soon as we hit feudal age, 2 more builders, stable, blacksmiths, and in the end we have 6 builders on 1 lumber camp, 6 builders on the 2nd lumber camp, and everything else. 2 on gold and the rest are on food. I was just waiting. You see, I'm doing the wood upgrade. No, actually that's him doing the wood upgrade, sorry. I was waiting for the horse color before I add more farms. I could have added them now already, but as soon as I click, you see it's time to add the farms. And then we do the scouts. After, obviously, we do the double beat axe as well. And then when we have 9 farmers and we add more after we finish the berries, we do them scouts. Now that's a mistake that he did. Look, he did the market and the blacksmith forward. I didn't see. I saw that. So I don't think I realized that in game, but as soon as I saw that, as soon as you see that happen, you know that you won't have any counter to your scouts. Like, you don't need to add more. I didn't even invest into doing light cav, because that's a waste of resources if he's not going for any military units. That means that I can just pick up the relics easily. So we add 2 more town centers, 1 on gold, 1 on wood. Now usually this town center can be dangerous if you do a town center that forward, because he can easily take me down with someone else from the outside. But since I saw that he's not doing anything and I have full map control with the scouts, I wasn't scared to do that on center here. So you guard the relics with the scouts and you boom at the back peacefully, picking up all the relics. With 5 relics in arena, you will have a huge advantage. Okay, so keep booming. While booming, like, it's basic. As soon as you have wood, you add farms. Easy peasy till you have hopefully around 50-55 farmers in Imp. That would be perfect, but as long as you have wood in arena, in castle, you just keep adding farms. Now I expected him to go Cognacs as the Bulgarians, so my plan here was to start with camels and then see what happens. But I also knew that I'll need a castle to trap his Kriapas and castles, so I went early on stone with 8 villagers, so we'll be able to get the castle as soon as possible. More farms, the more the better. Could have sent them to make farms from the gold villagers, because I have too much gold, as you can see. What surprised me this game is maybe he forgot about Kriapas, because he only did castles, he will see that later, so that was a bit confusing. But better for us, right? So, you want to go to Imp as soon as possible, so you can make traps if needed, you can make siege if needed. So, and always adding a market, because I opened with blacksmiths and a stable. Adding a market is always important to balance your economy. Maybe I should have done it earlier, because look at my gold count, I could have gone to Imp so much faster than this. And a good idea to do when you have full map control without any resistance is to add outposts. Look, I'm adding outposts all over his map. And I'm also being a bit lame, walling his gold inside. But if he's not doing anything, if your opponent is just booming at the back, just outpost all the map. Now I know exactly what he's doing when he's attacking, if I need to switch to anything. And I can also take all the resources, like, to myself. So outposts are very, very important to see, to get a hang of what's going on. So because I saw those castles, I expected Cognacs for sure, and that's why we do the camels. Now Malians have that unique deck, the Farimba, and it makes your camels just insane. Bloodlines, all the blacksmith upgrade for the camels, forward castle to secure the gold, to secure the stables in case we will have more militaries than I do, walling everything inside, taking advantage of the map control. And yeah, now we need to save the monks, and the camels will wreck. Conscription is something I like to do as early as possible before traps, because then you produce faster, and then we start doing traps, because I want to take his castle down. As you can see, no Kriapas, he's doing some castles. He took my outpost down, but I still was able to see the barracks and the pikes, you see? Now, okay, it's time for Jabetos. I'm adding the Farimba now. And I'm also doing another castle, because, well, I was scared that he will have trap first. I didn't want to do the castles forward, so we want to make the castle a strategic place, securing the gold here, securing the stone here. Maybe it could have been a bit more aggressive here, but still. So, camels to fight the Cognacs, and then we start making them Jabetos to fight the halves. I felt that camels with Farimba, look at that 7+7, and Jabetos behind them would be a sick combination. And again, because I knew I had the 5 relics, I knew I can, I have all the time in the world. I don't need to attack, I don't need to engage, just buy, just like expand outside, take all the resources. He will struggle with gold in the end because he still didn't attack that. Okay, so as soon as I saw the military here, I thought, okay, time to take that castle down. That castle is exposed without any defense. Still those warrant Elijah battles. That maybe wasn't the best fight ever for me. But I did take the castle down and then time to go home. Losing traps was kinda bad. But now I knew with Elijah battles it would be so much better for me. Look at my resources, 61 farmers. Like, I always say around 55 is nice, but 61 is even better. The more the better, just don't overspam. A lot of people do too many villagers, too many farmers, and then you don't have enough production space for units. So around 100, 125, 130, 125 villagers is ideal in post-Imp arena, in my opinion. Okay, so once I knew I have now the military to push, those camels and Jebetos would stop anything that he has. It's time to mess some traps and to go forward. Another castle here just in case he will push here when my military is over here. Again, not the best fight in the world for me. But those Jebetos are just so strong. And try to snipe traps when you can. You see, like, I'm fighting here and 3 camels, you just send them to try and take the traps down. And again, the castle was very, very important, so I couldn't care. Didn't care about losing 2-3 camels to take traps down. Super worth it. And again, regroup, because I knew, yeah, he was taking it down now, but I knew he would run low on gold and me with 5 relics, especially when I have all the resources outside here. I will be able to make more militaries than he, and he will have to switch to trash, and then the Jebetos are just perfect versus trash units. So again, he killed my traps, we mess more, we have the gold. And do another castle to secure my position here to defend the traps. See, I'm not doing something that people forget to do. I'm not doing any range units, right? But I still have 8+2, like I did the Botkin for my castles. It adds a lot when you're defending under your castles. Here again, I didn't have the best fight in the world. You want to have your camels in front of your Jebetos, not behind them like I did. But I just didn't care anymore. I knew that he cannot stop those Jebetos. It was a question of time. I also don't know what he could have done as soon as I mentioned Jebetos and he was out of cognacs. Skirmishers don't work, halves don't work, hussars don't work. I love Jebetos. So one by one we're taking all the castles down, and once he's out of castles, as we said, with only trash he cannot win this game, and Gegia will be called. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial, boys. More will come till we end all the sieves. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.